In Canada, we did a big study. I have not seen a comparable study here in the US, but what we did is we surveyed 18,000 Canadians. That would be like surveying 180,000 Americans. And we went through a very exhaustive questionnaire with all information about their financials, their demographics, their habits, and we made some pretty strong conclusions out of it. The world basically splits into three groups: those that have a financial advisor, those that don't but are knowledgeable and active in managing their affairs, pretty small part of the population actually, and those that don't have a financial advisor. And the conclusions were very, very startling and very strong. Those that, I'll start with the small group of those that don't have an advisor but are active, they did okay actually. If you've got the time, the inclination, you want to be active in managing your affairs, those people did all right. The group that was advised had 4 times more assets on average than the group that was non-advised, adjusting for income, for age, for education. In other words, across the bands, as you looked at the different population sets, the advised group was in a strong position for retirement. The non-advised group were not. And it was statistically significant. And what it found, which is what we suspected, was that the value of advice was much more about how it changed client behavior. Yes, advisors put them in the right vehicles. Yes, advisors got them diversified, got them out of GICs and into higher returning assets. But the far bigger factor was that advisors changed the behavior of their clients. And they basically forced them to save. They gave them discipline. They forced them to think 30, 40 years down the road. And they held their hands when the world looked like it was falling apart. Not always, but more often. And they basically, it was the client's savings behavior that was altered, and that was the biggest factor in leading to the well-being of their clients as they prepared themselves for retirement. You know, we're getting that message out. It's not a message that is universally believed, but we believe it. It is statistically true, and we are certainly out advocating that advisors are a key part of what makes our financial system work and what adds to the health of society. I think one of the great things about the crisis in the last 5 years is that it forced people to ask themselves in their business, do we add value to our clients and society? You know, there's such a debate going on about the financial services business and does it add value or is it just kind of eating off the system? We all need to ask the question, are you adding value to your clients? Is our business adding value? Because if it isn't, it's not going to be around for long. I'm a firm believer, if you don't add value, you should think about whether your business model is sustainable. That's in many ways why we did all of this work, and we've come out of it more convinced than ever that a model based on financial advice is one that is around for a long time to come.